We have Donald Trump Jr., who was in court again this morning. There he is. You hear the protesters chanting, crime family, and that is basically what these people are, a crime family, a very dumb crime family, the Gambozos, if you will. And
the fall of a political giant didn't start with a huge scandal. It started with a joke. One lie in court, one late-night joke, and one viral remix turned Trump's world into a circus. It all kicked off when Trump Jr. gave a weak excuse in court and ended when the whole internet started calling Trump Taco Man. But the wildest part, we learned Trump's White House tried to stop the joke by calling Disney. This wasn't just late-night teasing, it destroyed his image. The final blow was so personal, so lasting, it even left Trump silent.
I'm not supposed to rely on a big five accounting firm, like one of the biggest accounting firms in the world. I can pay them millions of dollars. I rely on them to do accounting, but I'm supposed to know more than them. By this logic, insurance companies are going to start suing patients for listening to their doctors. Right? Do you understand? Like, am I supposed to know more? Oh, Don Jr. doesn't know anything about it. I'm not an accountant. I'm a business guy.
I'm a business guy who had his elbows soldered together, and now I move my arms like a Muppet all the time.
Jimmy didn't just tell a joke, he blew up Trump Jr.'s single quotes his whole defense. Trump Jr. tried to defend fake property values by blaming the experts. Jimmy flipped it. Should patients sue doctors if they mess up? He asked, mocking him. That was so ridiculous that Trump Jr.'s whole story fell apart. Then Jimmy dropped the big one, a remix of Macho Man called Taco Man. What happened next was chaos. Parody wasn't just funny, it was a weapon. People laughed. Trump didn't. Worse, the internet loved it. In ours, Taco Man was everywhere, trending, copied, and blasted like a disco missile. Wasn't just a joke, it changed the game, and Trump's meltdown was just beginning.
Don Jr., he's so embarrassing. He's on the stand, he's testifying in this $250 million fraud trial, and he has to compliment. He said his father is an artist with real estate. Yeah, he's an artist. He's Vincent Van Gogh to jail with real estate. He also boasted that his dad is the father of hotel gyms. He said, maybe someone put a gym in a building somewhere, but no one did it at the scale of my father. He's saying that his father, the father of the hotel gym, is a guy who's never stepped inside one, okay? The amount of ass-kissing in this trial is insane. DJ TJ, of course, denies any and all wrongdoing and is instead going with the "our accountants did it" defense.
Trump's empire didn't collapse in court, it collapsed on TikTok. The Taco Man remix went wild. People made remix videos, AI chickens wearing MAGA hats. The meme became a movement. But it wasn't just random trolls. Even Wall Street insiders joined in with a nickname, TAC, Trump Always Chickens. A jab at him being scared. The name spread fast. Then the real bomb dropped. At a press event, a reporter asked Trump about Taco Man. Instead of ignoring it, he exploded, calling it rude. That angry moment was caught on video and replayed. Forever for someone obsessed with his image, it was a knockout by mockery. Trump wanted silence instead. He got a disco anthem and a country laughing at him.
Asking the kids, and tell me how they fit into all of this.
They don't fit into all of this. What have they been asking the kids? It's very simple. They'll ask the kids, did you give a value to somebody? Did you do something? And everybody said resoundingly no. And these kids did nothing wrong. They should not be in this case. Ivanka's already out of the case. The boys should not be in the case.
That's right. They're just boys. They're kids. Eric has a book report due this weekend. They're both still wearing pull-ups. They're on trial? I mean, come on. Don and Don Jr. had some father and son event this weekend. They went to the UFC fight at Madison Square Garden. There they are. Trump's being cheered on. With he's got Dana White there. He's got Tucker Carlson in the back. He's got Kid Rock in tow. And, of course, oh, yeah, there we go, a little fist bump. Don Jr. was thrilled to be a part of the group. He posted this picture of him and Tuck cackling in their blue checker print shirts. A couple of banana Republicans right there. And
what made him snap even more? The internet showed no mercy. In just one day, AI turned Trump's image into a joke. Fake videos showed him in chicken suits, lettuce wraps, and silly voiceovers calling him a fast food dictator. A taco. Man wasn't just a meme, it became a symbol. While Trump ranted on social media, the real shock came out. Rolling Stone revealed that his White House made not one, but 2 calls to Disney, begging them to stop Jimmy Kimmel. Imagine that, while holding nuclear codes, Trump was trying to cancel jokes. He literally told his team, "Call Mickey Mouse. They're bullying me. You can't make this up." But Jimmy didn't stop. Hit back even harder, and the timing was brutal for Trump.
A busy time for Mike Lindell, no doubt, but even busier for our embattled former president, who I guess in an attempt to mend the wall between himself and the Latino community, sat down on his balls for an interview with Univision, where he was taken to task on a number of subjects by one of the toughest journalists in any language. Do you see where this is going? Oh, let's find out.
Buenas noches, and welcome to the Univision interview of Donald Trump. Mr. Trump, first question. Stormy Daniels say you have a chalupa that is very small. ¿Es verdad?
I do.
Me too. It's okay. Okay, next question. What would happen if you stopped eating at McDonald's?
They would be out of business. They'd be out.
Because you eat so much.
I do.
Me too. What about Melania? How would you describe your marriage?
It's a hoax.
Yeah, that seems right. I have to say, you look very orange today, sir. Some people say you look like an Oompa Loompa. What do you think of the Oompa Loompas?
They're energetic people. They have more energy. They're very smart. They're incredible people. They're passionate people. You know, it's always tough to generalize about people, but you can. You know, some people would say, oh, that's not good. It's not politically correct.
You're probably right. It is time to stop being so PC about Oompa Loompas. Great point, sir. Oh, I have another question for you. Can you tell me who's this?
That's Silence of the Lamb. That's Hannibal Lecter.
Do you know him?
He's a friend of mine. He's a tremendous man. He's been very loyal to me. I've been very loyal to him.
Next question. Who are these guys?
These are people that are very, very disturbed, very, very mentally ill.
Yes, they seem very bad and very ugly too. Anyway, thank you for inviting me to your very weird house. Before I go, I have a surprise. It is my honor to announce you have been named Mexico's 2023 Pendejo of the Year. You look great, sir. Like a real pendejo.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. That was my exclusivo interview with El Pendejo número uno, Donald Trump. Back to you in the studio, Tony.
Great. Very good. Great work here.
Because when Trump tried to kill the joke killed his image. Jimmy Kimmel didn't back down. He turned Trump's rage into front-page news. He mocked him as President Karen demanding to talk to a manager. Erica laughed nonstop. Here was a man who once used the DOJ to attack enemies, now whining to Disney like a bad Yelp review. It was embarrassing political theater, but behind the laughs was a serious warning. This man can't handle jokes. If someone with so much power freaks out over late-night comedy, what else might he lose it over? Foreign leaders? Supreme Court decisions? Nuclear talks? The scary part isn't the joke, it's the meltdown. And Trump's tantrum wasn't done yet.
How weak and pathetic is a guy like that? Tonight Show, which is dying. They're all dying. Where's Johnny Carson? Bring back Johnny. It made you appreciate, right, Uncle Sam? It made you appreciate the greatness of Johnny Carson. I go on his show, and he goes, is that your real hair? I said, yeah. He said, do you mind if I mess it up? Well, he grabs it, and he starts really going crazy, right? And everybody laughed, and it was a big thing, and it was a big hit. It was all over the place, and he got great ratings and all. And 6 months later, he went out because he was under pressure to apologize because he humanized Donald Trump. Do you remember? And he stood up and he said, I'd like to apologize. 6 months ago, or whatever it was, I messed up Donald Trump's hair and it humanized him and he became president. And I would like to apologize. How weak and pathetic is a guy like that? And his show died, but the other 2 shows are dying.
While Jimmy's jokes broke MAGA spirit, Trump's anger spilled into real politics. As he obsessed over Taco Man, the Supreme Court dropped a bomb. Conservative judges questioned if AR-15 bans were even legal, opening the door for more guns. Justice Thomas even said not to wait too long to legalize America's top assault rifle. But instead of focusing on this, Trump was stuck ranting about a late-night joke. Real issues risking lives, but he was busy rage posting. Think about that. A former president who once had nuclear codes, now losing it over memes. And the scarier thought, if Taco Man can break him, what happens when a world leader pushes his buttons? We've seen it before, and it never ends well.
President Trump flew to Rome to pay his respects and also to see if he could get a deal on the Pope Mobile to drive around his golf course. For whatever reason, even though the Vatican dress code specifically recommended a dark suit for the service, Trump showed up in his bluest blue suit. Something from the Cedric the Entertainer funeral collection. You know, Fox News, you may remember, had a collective aneurysm when President Obama wore a tan suit to a press briefing. Man, oh man, if Obama wore in a blue suit to the Pope's funeral, Sean Hannity's head would explode inside Trump's ass. The fact that he was the only person not wearing a dark suit did not go unnoticed. So the White House press secretary pushed back. She said the president looked great and presidential alongside our stunning first lady, who was, as usual, dressed perfectly for the occasion. And she's right about Melania. I don't know about stunning, but she definitely looks stunned. Show them together, because this is the happiest I've ever seen these two together. It was like they're on their second honeymoon or something.